Local 44 News starts now with your forecast first.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Sean Parker in for Dylan on this Saturday night. 10 o'clock on Saturday on April 10th already. And it's still 62 in Burlington, 54 in Plattsburgh, 55 Springfield, middle and upper 50s in the Northeast Kingdom, 49 in Saranac Lake. Spring fever. It's here. Overnight lows, window open weather for some. The weather's going to be quiet. There's not going to be any rain blowing in or anything like that. Winds relatively light, south 5 to 7 miles an hour. Overnight lows fall firmly into the 40s to around 50. Some of us get one day close to 70 tomorrow. Others may not even make it out of the 50s. Yeah, big time temperature spread coming, plus a little bit of rain. We'll talk about it all now on Local 44.
You're watching local news that matters. This is Local 44 News at 10.
Well, good evening, and thanks for spending part of your Saturday night with us. I'm Mike Hoey. Let's start out for you with the latest coronavirus numbers from throughout our region. 133 new cases in Vermont, 26 of those in Chittenden County, 15 apiece in Bennington and Orleans, 13 in Caledonia, 12 in Windham, 10 each in Franklin and Rutland, 9 in Orange, 8 in Washington, 4 apiece in Addison and Grand Isle, 3 in Windsor, Essex and Lamoille counties each have 2. 29% of eligible Vermonters have been fully vaccinated by now. In our New Hampshire coverage area, 49 new infections in Grafton County, 10 in Sullivan. They're among 471 statewide, 3 new deaths in New Hampshire, and 20% of eligible Granite Staters are fully vaccinated. To New York's North Country now, 8 new cases in Franklin County, and as is the norm on weekends, no updates available tonight from Clinton or Essex. But we're always keeping you up to date online about the latest COVID-19 developments. Get them on our website, mychamplainvalley.com. Well, a Marshfield man is still on the run late tonight after allegedly attacking a neighbor last night. Vermont State Police say 51-year-old Harley Breer was on furlough from kidnapping and aggravated assault convictions. Troopers also say he was wearing an ankle monitor, which he removed. He's about 6 feet tall, 170 to 180 pounds, with blonde hair and blue eyes. Call 911 if you see him. And investigators want to know how a Berlin man reported missing on Thursday died. The Berlin PD says he was 71-year-old William France. His body was found shortly after 9:30 this morning in the I-89 highway median, about 3/4 of a mile north of exit 7, the Berlin exit. France was last reported seen Wednesday night leaving a friend's house in Montpelier. And Vermont State Police are calling a fire that damaged a home in Georgia this morning accidental. A trooper on patrol noticed it on Ballard Road at about 9 a.m. Someone was already calling it in at that time. We're told a woman in the home smelled smoke and found a portable fan tipped over on the bedroom floor. It caught fire and ignited other items in the bedroom. No one was hurt. Troopers also say they want to know how a pile of tires outside a barn in South Royalton caught fire, even though there weren't any ignition sources anywhere near it. That happened a little after 3 yesterday afternoon on Pleasant Street. A passerby noticed the flames and firefighters saved the barn. No one was hurt there either. Well, Vermont lawmakers are showing some urgency to bring broadband internet everywhere in the Green Mountain State. They're also bringing 2 proposals to amend the Vermont Constitution closer to reality. Local 44's Devin Bates looks under the Golden Dome.
Only half of Vermont families live in an area that has both reliable internet and available low-income family plans. The price tag that often comes with getting a good connection has some state lawmakers shining a spotlight on affordability.
All of the technology in the world is useless unless it's affordable, particularly to those people who are at the lower scale of income in Vermont.
The conversation continued on Wednesday when Senator Patrick Leahy hosted a roundtable discussion. Governor Phil Scott detailed his proposal to set aside $225 million from the state's American Rescue Plan money to boost broadband.
At this point in time, one of the silver linings of this challenge is that we have a real opportunity to make enormous gains.
To close out a busy week, the Vermont Senate cleared a major hurdle in adding 2 amendments to the state constitution. One would clarify that slavery and indentured servitude in any form are prohibited in Vermont. Right now, the state constitution says no person 21 or older should serve as a slave unless they want to, or if they have unpaid debts.
Those who have advocated for years for this constitutional reckoning do not think they will win over those who continually deny their humanity. Rather, they hope to lift the cloud of Vermont exceptionalism from the eyes of those who think we were somehow not a part of that original sin of this nation.
The other proposed addition to the Vermont Constitution would protect the right to an abortion regardless of any future decisions in the Supreme Court.
Vermont trusts women and their doctors to make appropriate, ethically informed decisions about abortion.
In Montpelier, Devin Bates, Local 44 News.
Now, if the Vermont House gives those proposed constitutional amendments the okay, they will eventually appear on the ballot statewide. Now, on a similar note tonight, we hope you'll join Lauren Maloney tomorrow for a look at what matters this week. Chittenden County's largest hunger fighting agency is adapting so that it can better help you out. Feeding Chittenden will let you know about the new Order Ahead program that it has. Lauren will be with you right here on Local 44 immediately after tomorrow night's edition of this newscast. Now, just in time for the arrival of the warm temperatures Sean has mentioned tonight, restaurants and coffee shops in Plattsburgh can see customers outdoors again. And as Local 44's Alex Ladstatter shows us, it's happening earlier this spring than usual.
We're back, and we're back better than ever. The snow has finally melted, and the weather is warming up. This can only mean one thing for Plattsburgh. Outdoor seating has returned, and this year the city has allowed businesses to start early with their accommodations.
I opened up my outdoor seating on the 8th. That means we have an extra 22 days of service that we didn't have, let's say, 2 years ago. So thank you to the city that they're helping us start making some extra money again.
A barista at Chapter 1 Coffee and Tea, Catherine Hernandez, says the early start will help with making sure there is enough room for everyone.
I mean, the winter time, we've got a lot of college students who come in, and they will sit here for hours and just do their work because a lot of it's online. So with our Wi-Fi being able to reach part of our outdoor seating, it'll open more space for some of our regulars who also come in along with our college group.
Mayor Chris Rosenquist tells me that the warmer weather and the outdoor seating this year will help restaurants hard hit from the pandemic with some much needed business.
Increases their own popularity, increases their business, allows them to operate a little bit more efficiently in this pandemic, gives them more room for business growth and more seating, and we really just hope that they can start growing earlier in the year this year.
One SUNY Plattsburgh student, Eric Steckler, says he feels safer dining outside rather than in.
It gives people the chance to sit outside and stay a little more distance away from people. I know people are getting vaccinated now, so people are becoming more comfortable, but the good weather and being able to be outside also allows that. So.
Outdoor dining in the city of Plattsburgh will continue for the duration of the summer. For Local 44 News, I'm Alex Ladstatter, Plattsburgh.
Well, another place you can find a sure sign of spring today, the Northeast Kingdom. This year's edition of the Joe's Pond Ice Out Contest in West Danville is over. If your guess was 4:57 this afternoon, you win. That was when a cinder block fell through the pond's ice. Well, every winter since 1987-88, people have been buying tickets, guessing when that would happen. The winner or winners of this year's contest are going to take home more than $5,000. Check those tickets and good luck. Well, in the wake of the late Prince Philip's death, when will his funeral take place? Also, who will and who won't be there? The British royal family has some answers to just how they're going to remember him.
This is Local 44 News with Mike Hoey, meteorologist Dylan DeBruin, and sports with Angelique Martinez.
3, 2, 1, break. All right, guys, let me quick count through.